I'm telling you that we have to find a way of making sure that the handful of people who feel that it is theirs to torment.
Wagwan, me good people. Today I am here with the wonderful legend, guys. If you know, you know. Wonderful legend, the queen. You know, her speeches are always full of power, full of sense, full of positivity, full of encouragement, and full of, like, she's never scared of calling out. This is that. We should clean this. So, guys, today, welcome back to my channel. My good name is African Beryl. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. And if you're returning, gang, welcome back. Good to have you here. Good to have you in this room. So kindly subscribe, share this channel to your family and friends. I'll appreciate. And today, guys, we are venturing or going deep in that beautiful topic of the day: war and unity. And that's where Mia, the legendary Mia Mottley, comes in, the Prime Minister of Barbados, where we have learned and we have watched her for a very long time, being an advocate of peace and unity. She has been calling out, this is dirty, this is not good, we should be united, we should not fight each other. So that's what I want you to watch the following videos, and let me know your opinion about this, or let me know, is Mia Mottley your favorite or not? But as we all know, Mia Mottley is a people's person. Like, she's a favorite to many. So click that thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure you watch till the end.
They plunder, they butcher, they ravish, they make it desert and call it peace. They make it desert and they call it peace. The real tragedy of war is that these children, when they become grandparents, will still be answering the innocent questions posed by their grandchildren 70, 80 years from now as to how they lost their limbs. Granny, how did you lose your leg? And when they answer, we run the risk that the violence and hate will be perpetuated for another 2 to 3 generations. This is not why we have come together. This is not good.
Seen since the famous September 1947 Montego Bay Conference, which called for a regional integration movement such as we have, to be able to allow us to more effectively navigate our development journey. We live in a very different world from 1947. But if ever there was a time for regional solidarity, it is absolutely now.
I'm telling you that we have to find a way of making sure that the handful of people who feel that it is theirs to torment and to terrify communities in this country are invited to go to another country or to put it down. There are places where war exists. If war is your business and you like it, I am sure we can find a way to get you involved in the wars over there, but not in Barbados. And for us to succeed, it isn't only appropriate to say right, it is for us to go in our houses, and when we see wrong, call out the wrong. Whatever else you have to say about what happened in the States with Charlie Kirk, it is the father that tells his son what? You carry yourself into the police or I can carry you. Simple as that. And we need more of that in this country, because we need to know the very person that you think you may be defending may be the very person that ends up causing the worst problems in your household or in your community as you go forward. So I can only continue to speak with honesty and with clarity to Bajans. This is a national issue. And as bad as we are, and we've changed in part. We are nowhere near as bad, regrettably. There are others, regrettably, who are worse than us, significantly worse. And there are others who have seen their crime numbers go even way, 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 way beyond anything we can contemplate. And as a region, we have said that this region pays too high a price for the right of Americans to bear arms. And then equally, when you have conflict in other parts of the region, guns and arms will always, always circulate. The government has been very clear, and it has taken us a while, that there are things that we have to put in place to continue to protect our borders, and we're not easing from that. And not because we want to be unpopular with some, but because we know the consequences of failing to hold a line on certain things.
So this is just to emphasize that the following video, Mia Mottley states clearly that we should unite. The Caribbean leader should, like she has not failed to fearlessly call out leaders to unite, because one means unity and one means strength. So in the following video, she still calls out leaders to work together, to unite, and do a marvelous thing. But I don't know what's the reason why people don't like to unite. People want to have their own territory. But just think, if we go by Mia Mottley's suggestion of all leaders uniting, working together, erasing every terror, erasing every loophole in the system, that would be a great, great, wonderful system. So if you're watching till this point, kindly remember to subscribe and let's watch till the end.
So let's turn it around and let's make that difference. I'm confident that we can, and I'm confident that human civilization has before. And I'm asking us now, don't leave it to governments. Don't leave it only to those in power. You have the agency of change, as Mahatma Gandhi told us. But don't just talk it, walk it. And Rocky, you had a song that talked that same thing, walk the talk. And you also told us about the walls tumbling down. And you also told us to download the digital revolution. And before I invite you to bring your message and shine the light, I want to remind us of your own words. Governments crack and systems fall, because unity is powerful. Lights go out, walls come tumbling down. Yes, they do, yes, they do, yes, they do. The competition is a color TV. We're on still pause with a video machine that keep you slave to the HP until the unity is threatened by those who have and who have not. That television can't be your guide to being able to build a better world. And when we remember what you said at the beginning, Rocky, you don't have to take this crap. You don't have to sit back and relax. You can actually try changing it. I know we've always been taught to rely upon those in authority, but you never know until you try how things just might be if we came together so strongly. It was as if those words were written for this moment. The world cannot be shaped by simply an old order. It has to be shaped by transparency, fairness, and a just transition in every sense of the word.
The voices of accountability. This beacon encourages every Bajan to speak up and take responsibility when they see something going wrong in this country, in their community, in their houses, corruption in high and low places, only to remind us that because we have a colonial mentality, we see only the oppression that is above us and not the oppression that is among us. Creating a culture of silence in the face of patent wrongdoing is not just acceptable, it is dangerous and it is destructive. And speaking up respectfully, and more importantly, speaking truth, becomes a civic duty of every citizen of this country and everyone who chooses to want to live among us, even though not a citizen.
So, in conclusion, if you hear the name Mia Mottley on views of war, in general, she has been an advocate of peace, and she has consistently argued that war is a failure of international cooperation and the diplomacy. International law and a rules-based global order are the best ways to resolve conflict. That has been her preaching. And some of her notable positions or points include Ukraine. When it was that time that Ukraine was at war, she condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine and called for respect for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. At the same time, she has emphasized the need of diplomacy and negotiated solutions for conflicts. And when it came to that time when there was war in Gaza, /Israel, the Palestine, she also made a notable condemnation, and she condemned the humans attack, the Hamas attack. While also criticizing that she describes as Israel disproportionate use of force in Gaza. She has repeatedly highlighted the humanitarian suffering of Palestinians and called for adherence of international law. Yeah, that was so clear. In Sudan and other conflicts, she also spoke about that, and she argued and urged world leaders not to focus only on high-profile wars while ignoring crises in places such as Sudan. Sudan is in Africa, guys, and she argues that civilian suffering in all conflicts deserves equal attention. That was her main point of view. In general philosophy, in speeches at the United Nations, she has said that the world needs a reset away from war and towards peace, development, climate action, and stronger international institutions. She frequently argues that the resources spent on warfare could instead be used to address poverty, climate, and change and public health, just to improve, guys. Imagine this. The point like Sudan, we saw it all, people being burned, live children being killed, Palestine. Imagine that resources of spending in rebuilding a nation. Imagine what it will do to a nation if you are one, work together, squish out differences between countries in a civilized manner. That amount of resources that is made to enter the reconstruction, the rebuilding of a nation could do much better in other facilities or in other sectors in the government. And in summary, Mottley is generally anti-war. She doesn't support war at all, and most of us know that. So she always supports peaceful negotiation and international law, condemns aggression by states or non-state actors, and has been outspoken about the humanitarian consequences of conflicts such as those in Ukraine, Gaza, and Sudan. So guys, that is her. She just has a sweet perspective. So guys, if you don't love me Mottley, you have a problem. For me, that's a lady I look upon. Like, she's not afraid of anything. She's fearless. She's brave. And she keeps her word. Like, she doesn't speak what she cannot do or what she cannot abide with. So for me, that is a very interesting and strong personality that encourages most of us out here. And maybe in the next episode, I'm gonna bring those videos or clips of people who are uplifted by her energy, people who look upon her, people who believe in her, people who trust that she is more than a conqueror. So how I pray that all leaders will be like her, not in her, like her, but at least match with her energy, come together, work together, fight together, squish out those conflicts together, like in a very, very civilized manner, I believe could do better. Not only in Barbados, not only in Caribbean, not only there, but generally as even Africans, in African regions, we will do better if we take that advice from Mottley. Why work separately? Why have different fights? Like, why have different beefs when we can come together, talk it out? Everyone is allowed to bring their opinions and perspectives, and we can agree to disagree and build our nations. That's a strong point to hold in mind. And as a nation, and she also emphasized something else I'm forgetting. You as a person in that country, work better, be a better person, take accountability, and be responsible. So as a citizen, start by working on yourself as we work and motivate our leaders to work together. Thank you for watching till this point. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. Click that subscription button. Jah bless. Naf naf love from African burial to you, my people. Subscribe, like, and share. Till the next episode, watch out.